But it's a good thing is it's only just showing me because I want to make sure that it can, like it's
Look
on.
at all the different color schemes. That's
I know,
so
it's so cute. I love this.
of our own vibe.
Well,
And yours is excuse my language. You're the most colorful over there.
it's not showing up on my thing.
Chopping it up with who? Chopping it up with you.
Okay, so let's just start and see where this goes. So, today we're chopping it up. Yay! And we got a new little jingle. Tell me if you guys like it. Write it down in the comments down below. It's chopping it up with who? Chopping it up with you. Chopping it up with me. Chopping it up on 3, 2, 1. And so we got Jerz in the building right here. Everybody say hi.
Gang. What's going
Wrong
on?
one. Oh. Oh, man. There you go. So we got 1/3 of the squad right up in here.
For sure.
And so, like, I don't know, we're just going to chop it up. We're going to start with anything that's going to be all random just because he's one of the homies, somebody we know very dearly. And that nobody gets to hear. Kind of like silence, like, where are you guys all the time? Like, bruh.
I said
so,
it's the voice. You can't hear him. It's so deep. It's
It
like,
is.
oh, I had to get you on a mic to be able to hear you.
For sure.
For real, and we gotta turn it up a little bit too. So, Jerz, tell us a little bit about you. I guess what you done before and how you got into Madi Bloc.
Well, I'm from Trenton, New Jersey, obviously.
The trenches.
The trenches, for real. The jungle. But nah, I was just chilling. I wasn't really doing nothing. I was just focusing on being a better person at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get it.
For sure. But how I joined the group is, feel me, it's family. Like, moved in with my uncle. I just wanted to be the cameraman, behind the scenes person. So, like, be in the shadows like I am now still.
I mean, you're not really in the shadows no more. Get it, Jerz. Get it, Jerz. Get it, Jerz. Maddie, Meech just walked in, so he knows for sure.
But nah, yeah, I didn't.
Squat.
I ain't
Hit the wrong
really,
one.
I ain't really want to do music. So they heard one song, they was like, nah, you got to do it. So,
They forced you?
yeah, they basically forced me.
A
Like,
kick in the pants.
OMG. Damn, that's what's up. Sorry. I'm over here trying to share the live so that
Yeah,
we
for
can
sure.
have people. It's live on my YouTube channel. If you want to check it out and share it, get people on there. It's just get motivated with me. Check it out. You know, you'll be hearing this after a while.
gang.
Yep.
He's
Squad,
squiggling
I'm
over
coming.
there.
You
I
in
knew
there.
Hey, there's room for you too. You just gotta share the mic.
They knew I was coming.
We hear who perfectly.
We out here thugging.
There you
Squat.
go. So why do you let them pressure you into being in the group, or do you really got
Nah.
bars? Are you really that
Oh, yeah,
musically
for sure,
talented?
For sure.
I heard you can sing.
Little something like that.
Ah.
Little something.
Should we get a little sample?
A little snippet.
A little snippet.
A little snippet.
Snip.
Not the snip.
Maybe a little
Pause.
later. I got y'all.
Wait. Where is he?
Pause.
Little snip. That's a sad pause. It makes me think of
But it
dogs
still makes
getting
you laugh.
neutered. Well, yeah.
Deep.
Very, very deep.
The face you just made. Says it all.
Pause.
For real.
We ain't gonna talk about it.
So why you so quiet, Jerz? And then when you be on stage, that's a whole different Jerz right there. I'm telling you. So you guys gotta come out if you want to see him. You gotta see him
Yeah.
perform.
Jerz,
Why
why
I'm
you
so
so
quiet?
quiet?
I just be chilling, man. I just chill.
Facts. Says every quiet person.
Nah, for real. I just be observing the room and just be checking out the vibes and energy.
Says every quiet person.
Hey, Meech, man, it's not your interview.
Man, it is my interview.
It's skedaddle.
Don't
It's like
make
you
me take
already
out,
did it
'cause I
before.
can take it over. Don't get it twisted.
Oh my goodness.
Chaps is my best friend.
Hey.
Screaming.
We're all best friends at the end of the day.
Besties.
But besties for life. We locked in now, Meech.
Oh, I keep hitting my mic. I'm sorry.
For lifers.
For lifers, he said. Okay, so I don't know, man. Shoot, what's been happening? What's been happening in the freaking week that we need to talk about? I have a lot to say, but I can't say it on mic. Like, I have so much to tell you guys because I'm going to need all the energy. All the energy. Like, oh, shoot, for real. So, what are we doing this? What are you guys doing this Friday? Let us know.
October 12th is the R&B showcase. We will be there, but chill, Meech.
On Halloween
The
month.
12th R&B showcase, we will be there. I don't know. Just come out, pop out, come out with us. But the 13th, Friday the 13th, we will be at Mocha. Tevin Jones, the Brody, we will be performing.
2 words, the call back.
sure.
Yes, it definitely is as well. Oh my gosh.
You ain't seeing Madi Bloc music performance, man. You missing out. Come pop out, come vibe with us, man. We gonna turn up.
Definitely.
It's a good time for sure.
You're gonna see Jerz. Get it, Jerz. Get it, Jerz. Get it, Jerz.
Hey,
I get so geeked, or however you freaking say. I get so excited when you just start going and you little dance. I'm like,
little dancey dance. That's one of my favorite things. Little dancey dance.
I just be zoned out, man.
as you should, like as a performer. So we've talked about like artist etiquette, right?
Mm-hmm.
You being the quiet one, you being the observer. What do you got to say about how artists should come prepared, how artists should come to the shows, how the audience should come to the shows, how freaking artists should come to the studio, like anything that you peep that you're like, man, this is what needs to change.
It's all about energy. If you're going to pay your money to come out and see a show, interact with the artist. And for the artists, if they coming out to come see you, interact with the crowd. Don't just be demanding, oh, come up to the front. Because that's not going to get their attention. You're just going to turn around and have a conversation. And
For real.
you're just going to get mad.
For real.
It's a respect thing. So I try to respect everybody.
For real. Because who's the one that it's like, in the end, who's the one that's going to make your money? How do you get your royalties? The fans.
The people.
So you got to respect the fans. And we've seen this in and out, even in our own town, out of state, in, you know, in different locations, in Iowa even, where the performers aren't always that respectful. And it's like, you got to think about it, because now those people that you disrespected, they're never going to come back to one of your shows. One of your shows, my freaking tongue isn't swollen anymore, but it's still in the way.
I was saying, is that hard to maneuver around?
Yeah, a little bit. Like sometimes I'll forget that it's pierced, but then I'll remember
She
when I
did that to herself, right?
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah, you guys are over here at the freaking Tevin's listening party, and I'm like, I'm gonna pierce my tongue.
And did on camera. Because I video called her to see if she wanted to be a part of like the evening, even though she couldn't be there.
And
she was in the middle of doing it as we're all on the phone together.
So like, what happened was, I have 2 sides of needles, and so the first needle was too thin, so then I couldn't fit the piercing through. So what did I have to do? I had to get the thicker needle and pierce it through. Again.
Like, did you ice your tongue? Like,
I did. Actually, I had lidocaine. So I had numbing cream that I like used over it, but I could still feel it because it's a really thick freaking.
I cannot. Oh.
I was also going through it. Tell me if you've ever experienced this. So, like, not saying I self-harm, but I self-harm in a healthy way through like tattoos, running, piercings. So like I was going through it. I think there was like something with, I think it was the moon actually, because it ended up being a full moon, right?
This last like week has been wild.
So sometimes I just get a tattoo, and who told me I could have my own tattoo gun? Who told me I could have my own piercing kit? Because that's how these all happen.
Who says you can't?
Facts.
So that's why I just do it myself, and it's a release of energy, and I do feel better afterwards, even though I'm
Makes sense.
swollen. Like it's just like a physical release that I need, like my
It's
mental.
therapeutic.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
and it's better than self harm. You
For
know,
sure.
How many tattoos do you guys have?
I have 13.
I only got 4.
I have 0.
Yeah, I need some more, man.
And you're freaking Maddie, you tattoos.
Yeah, I just don't know what I want. Like,
Facts. It's a big commitment.
That's why I have 0.
Just freehand some stuff and
Mhm.
just go crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like a blank piece of paper. So
No,
go
for
crazy.
real. A freaking canvas. So going back to like, I really wanted to get on this about like with silence, but I feel like we all can speak because like me and Kelly have talked about it. And me and a few people out of the group have talked about it. How should an artist come to a show physically? Like, how should they be dressed? Should they come like to impress? Should they not shower? Cause you know some artists we've had not in the best of shape.
Like,
You know, not, and I don't mean physically. You could be big and do freaking amazing on there, right? I mean, like
first impression is
yeah.
always it's the first impression. You got to make the best of it. Like, so just come in with a holy shirt and some ripped up jeans, thinking you Kanye, and you won't get the same respect.
Right?
You feel me? So
Yeah, no.
at least be presentable.
Right.
So,
Make sure you shower
for sure.
before.
For sure.
Like
Brush your
literally
teeth.
the hour before you come to a show, you should have all your hygiene stuff done because you're about to get a workout in. Like, why wouldn't you come
Facts.
fresh? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, make sure you got
Bring your
deodorant
water,
on.
bring your
Right.
Tic Tacs, your gum, your mints.
Make sure you
all
had
that,
your
like,
protein before you get on that stage.
for
Ain't
sure.
nobody dealing with no
Man.
grumpy energy
it's
type.
just-
No,
vibe
for
up there
real.
dancing and jiving and grooving. You
For
sloppy with
real,
it.
we don't want nobody to pass out on the freaking stage either. Like, you know,
sure.
we're not liable for anything that happens on that stage.
If you don't have something nice to wear, just wear your own merch. Like, it's
Facts.
simple. Nobody's a better advocate for your brand than yourself.
Literally,
Sure.
and that's how Maddie Black always comes. Like, you guys, every time I see you guys are always wearing your own merch. And it's like, man, that's what I want to do. Like, that's the goal right there. Just to like have a few shirts that are going to match everything that you wear. Just so when you pop out and you like, everybody knows who you are. And guess
Sure.
what? Then they want to buy one.
Mhm.
You're a walking billboard at that point.
Yeah, we definitely got some merch coming out soon. We working on it.
Ayy. And grown
I
and
need in.
sexy.
Oh yeah, gas.
I need in.
Don't forget about gas.
Yes, a whole freaking clothing line over here. So we've also experienced when even like people in the audience don't come. And me being short, I'm at your armpit area. I
For
can
real.
smell that like real quick. Like I understand when people are sweating because they're already like up and moving and it gets lit at our
Mhm.
events. So it's like I understand that. But that's where you also have to come prepared. Like for girls, have stuff in your purse. For guys, leave the deodorant in
Yeah,
your car.
For sure.
Like
Had
you
the
leave your
little
cologne. Yeah, like you gotta think about you're gonna get hot and sweaty,
For sure. There's a
like,
bunch
no
of
matter
people
what.
around.
especially if you're performing. So you just always gotta come prepared because then if you don't, now you got this like what Jerz said. You have this image of how you smell, how you look,
Mhm.
and nobody's paying attention to the way you perform.
Mhm.
It's too distracting.
Mm,
And
right.
that's sad. Like, that's not what you want. We want the music to speak for you guys.
They gonna
Like,
give you a new rap name.
oh my gosh, man. That that would not be.
That's borderline bullying.
Oh my goodness. That would be crazy.
Is it really? Because you did it to yourself. So
No, for real though. And that's the thing though, is like, I feel like some people, especially like if you're raised around stank or like around like always a certain look,
mhm.
you never see it in a different perspective. So it's like, but we as professionals, we can't go up to somebody and tell them, even if we're nice, because
Yeah.
you could take it wrong. And now, oh, T1 is rude because
Yeah,
they
they
call me
bully,
stinky. Or
yeah.
yeah, like, no, like it's hard. So that's why we rather make videos and just like disclaimers like, hey, you know, just especially for the Iowa Music Awards.
Oh, for sure. There's gonna be a whole lot of people in there.
What do you have to say about that, Kelly? How should people be coming for real?
Dress to impress. It's red carpet, so you better show up doing your thing.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I know I am.
You gotta show up and show out. My sister just said, "Hey, shout out to my sister Jasmine.
What's up,
She
sis?
is now literally gang since day one. She told me,
Wait. Is it this
she
one?
be making me.
No, that's not it.
Squat.
There you go.
There you go.
She'll be like, hey.
You're not a fucker.
She, man, there was this. Oh, okay. So there was this moment. We were at her house, right? And I was like, sometimes I feel like you get mad at me. And she looked at me and she got like, she gave me these like teary-eyed look, right? And she looked at me and I was like, what? And she's like, or like I told her, I was like, I feel like you'll get mad at me or like annoyed of me. She just put her hand on me and she was like, Choppies, ever since you were born, I have never gotten annoyed of you. And I was like, I'm gonna cry. She's my big sister. So it's like,
that's beautiful.
She's like, I always wanted you everywhere. And it's like everywhere I was at, because I wasn't the type of little sister that was like, oh, I want to go with my big sister. I was chilling. But it's probably because she just took me anyway. So I never had the room to want to. She just always tagged me along. And so it's like, we've always talked about her like eventually being my manager ever since I did like, since I first started YouTube. And then we finally had our first meeting Monday, I think it was, or Tuesday, at the beginning of this week. And I was like, Jasmine, don't you think that's crazy that we've always talked about this? But like, and like she stopped me and she goes, yeah, but there was no need to, but now it's like there's a need to, so it's just an automatic. I'm like, I know, that's crazy.
That's dope.
Because it's like
organically happening. That's beautiful.
And it's like, I love that we're at least a tight-knit enough family that we can rely on each other, because not all families are like that.
Sure.
Which goes to you guys. Like, you guys are all family. So how are you guys connected?
Maddie's my uncle and Meech is my cousin.
And you and Meech, are you guys around the same age?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, 3 years older than me. 2, 3 years older than me.
So do you guys see your uncle, right? Your uncle.
Yeah, that's my uncle.
You see your uncle like more respect because not only is he your uncle, but also because of the age?
He's been through a lot. He's seen a lot, so there's no way that you can tell him what's right and what's wrong. So
right.
I learned a lot from him. I'm still learning, so I'm kind of glad I moved out here and moved with him to like.
For real. Then you wouldn't have met us.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, that's crazy. I'm gonna be honest with you. I love quiet people. I love quiet people, but sometimes I feel like I'm that annoying person that just like doesn't leave quiet people alone. But I have found out that quiet people actually love that when it's certain energy, right?
Yeah.
Because sometimes people are
gotta
just
be a certain energy to be able to interject on somebody else's quiet time.
That's true. I forgot that you're also a quiet person. I forget because
I forgot.
yeah, because it's like, you know, when you're used to who you're around, like you forget who they're around with or who they are around other people.
Yeah, I'm definitely more observant than I am outspoken. It's just I've gotten really good at reading the energy of the room and people around me generally, so it makes it a little bit easier to like have those initial conversations that traditionally be like real surface, and I'm like, oh, I'm not really here for these.
Yeah.
but I want to get to know
a deeper level
who I'm talking to before I have a like real conversation with them.
And not everybody can. So going to that, Jerz, how do you feel like when you first like meet somebody? Because you said you're very observant. Do you even care to like go in deeper in the conversation? Or you're just like, man, if they start it.
Yeah, like I don't really want to get deep if I'm just meeting you. Like,
true.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm different.
You feel me? But if we get into that conversation, like if we start talking, then as we go along and it turns into that conversation, then yeah, I'll go into it, but I won't just jump into it. Like, tell
Yeah.
me your personal life.
Yeah. Damn. I was going to say, like, I feel like that, but when you explain it, it sounds like I'm very invasive, but I don't feel like I'm invasive. Like, there's just like a certain way I go about it. But I could definitely see that, like, the difference between you and Kelly's, like, type of quietness. Like, I think she might initiate the conversations more with people, like new people, or at least like what you said about like surface level. And you're just like, take the conversation wherever you go.
For sure.
I could definitely see that. But it's because you are literally just like chill, like vibing in this world.
Got to be.
Has
I'm a
anybody
Libra.
ever gotten mad at you?
Of course. Of course. Whoa. Yeah.
Yeah. And some stories came up, huh?
Yeah, for sure. I got some stories. So,
You want to share any of them? Now's the time.
Damn.
Putting you on the spot right here.
next time.
See, I'm being invasive now. See, because I actually know you.
I have
I'm
a topic. I have a topic that I
sure.
want to hit base on.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Tell me your thoughts. Tell me your thoughts about double texting. I just found out that this is a thing
For real.
recently, and I was like, huh. I'll quadruple 5 times text. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm not sitting here counting how many times I'm going to text somebody.
I mean, it's cool because you might misspell a word or you might
I didn't
do
think about
something.
that.
You feel me? So you gotta
You
send
know, I
a
was
double
at a
text.
show when it was like the first R&B night, and there was a couple that was sitting across from me, and I was texting one of my homies, and I went to text like a third text because like that's just I have ADHD, so if it's like I forgot to send half of the text, so I'll send another one and another one, another one.
That's
So
how
it's
it
all
be.
out.
You don't want to send a long paragraph, so you
Sometimes
just
I
break
do
it
though.
Man, I was
Sometimes
going to say,
do. It
too.
just depends on the mode. But
Mhm.
Buddy was sitting there in my phone, and he was like, "Oh," he whispers to his girl. He's like, "Oh no, not her double texting." And I was like, "That's when I found out about it." Because I was like, that was who we had to make a body odor etiquette video
Oh.
about. So that's why you in my phone.
Oh, for
Talking
real.
about double texting, but you over there stinky.
That doesn't make sense. And it's
Like you're so self-aware, but you're not. But you're not.
that's because he's insecure. Like, he knows.
Worried
That
about
he-
the wrong things.
Yeah, you got your whole girl sitting next to you. Get on my phone for one, and for two,
That's weird.
I'm gonna triple, quadruple text if I want to. Like I
sure.
really don't care.
Mm-hmm.
I just really was curious what you guys thought about it.
You gonna see what I gotta say.
For real. If you don't want to read it, don't read it. I don't
For
care.
sure.
So you think it's necessary sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes it is.
So what if a girl, from a man's perspective, what if a girl double texts you? How do you feel about the girl? Because I think it's more that girls feel some type of way. Like in this day and age, I don't. But like the younger generation is what me and Kelly were talking about, right? The other day. The younger generation doesn't want to double text because they feel like a guy's going to think of them differently. But what does a guy really think?
I mean, it depends on the situation. Like, if I'm busy and you double text, I'm gonna get mad. Like,
If I said, "What you
Mm.
doing?" and then 3 minutes later, I'm like, "Are you busy?" You gonna be mad at me?
yeah, if I ain't text you back in the first 3 minutes, like, damn, like,
Oh, shit.
shit.
So that's what happened.
But it's just, it depends on the person too. So.
Yeah. It
So-
depends on like the person, the situation, the dialect
Yeah.
of how they're doing it. I
And
guess you could
the
say.
topic of the conversation. It depends on all of it. So,
Mm.
like, if it's an emergency, then you double text. All right,
Mhm.
boom, I'm texting back. But if you just want to hi, how your day going?
And then, like how the thirsty dudes be doing it.
Oh, speaking of, look at you.
Oh,
I gotta show you
sure.
that.
She got receipts. She got receipts.
Oh my gosh, this was so
Oh,
funny. I was
shit.
like, it looks like that meme where the guy's like, he went through his girl's phone. This is my message request box.
Oh my god.
So funny. I took a screenshot. Look at that. It's hilarious. None of them
Jesus
even open.
Christ.
She said, "Oh
And
my
I didn't even
goodness."
scroll. I can't even scroll down.
This
'cause
is
it's a
the one.
picture,
Shut the
but-
fuck up. I'm trying to record
For
something.
real.
Right now.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, people are strange. Like when you don't get a hello back after the 7th time that you said hi in my message request, not even my inbox. Don't you think I probably don't want to talk?
No, but they're thinking you're busy, like what Jerz said. You know, it was months.
But I've never opened one of your 17 hellos.
You gonna get one the
The
whole year later.
19th one. That's gonna be the one.
That's gonna be the one. That's what they're hoping for. They're like, I never give up.
Persistent.
Nah, that's
Key.
crazy.
Oh
Like,
my gosh.
that's too much client pressure. Like, ain't enough pressure in the world to be sending.
So would you double text?
I mean, I have. I ain't gonna say I haven't. I have. And you gonna like I said, you gonna see what I gotta say. So
Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. No, for real. I completely agree that there's definitely like if you thirsty, of course you're not gonna get response back. So it's like, okay, dude, just stop. But girls could be like that too.
yeah, for
Like,
sure.
I don't know if you get this as like obvious, like a girl to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
How girls be thirsty. Because, like, I know guys be thirsty for, like, girls. But, like, yeah, because, okay, I guess I'm pretty much saying because it's like, I'm a girl who likes girls too, right? Girls can be just like guys to me. But are they like that with dudes?
Oh yeah. Thirsty as hell. Let me not curse. We on live on you. But
That
yeah,
one's a PG-13 cuss word. It's fine.
But yeah, they
She
they
says
be
the real
shooting they
version
shit.
of that one. I
Yeah,
heard
they
it the other
be-
day.
What hell?
Oh, she
Nah.
did it. Let's get it.
But yeah, females
like
be
what you-
thirsty too. Like it be scary sometimes. Like you too aggressive. Like chill
For
out,
real.
back up. Like for real. Like nah.
Some, yeah,
No,
definitely.
For real.
Some of them are kind of creepy with their approach.
Mm.
Like,
Tell-
whoa, calm
Tell
down.
them about the girl that came up at you on the first R&B night. That she came up strong, right? Because some reason
Yeah, that
Kelly's
was
straight.
intense.
Let's just let the world know, okay? Kelly is straight. But studs be wanting to test Kelly's limits. So tell him.
I don't even know. I don't even remember how that story goes other than they were very persistent and I said no and they're like, even me? And I was like, no.
She had to look him
She-
up
oh,
and
she
down.
would say, you here with somebody? And I was like, no. She's like, you not here with your man? I was like, no. She's like, would you fuck with me? I think is what she said. And I
Damn.
was
Not
like,
even.
no.
Not even like, do you like girls? She just said with me. Like
She's
if
like,
she's
not
the
even me?
exception.
And I was
Damn, she
like,
ain't even ask you your
no.
name. You
Nothing.
gonna
Well,
fuck
she
with
knew
me?
my name. That's
I
the
was about
part.
to say. Ain't she even
She
say
knew who I was, but
I didn't know that.
that's another thing is like you know who I am. You more than likely know that I'm straight. Maybe I don't know, but you never know these days. So
That's
shoot
the
your shot,
crazy
shit,
part.
Fuck it. I still gonna say no.
I
but
respect that part. I
you
guess
can shoot your shot, but I'm still gonna say no. Respectfully.
Respectfully.
No, thank you. Thanks
It's
for no
like,
thanks.
sorry, baby girl.
I
You
might
can
be able to
say
hook you up with somebody. You know?
true.
You never know.
I'm not the one though. I'm not the one.
I wasn't thinking you. I wasn't
She had to
thinking
make
you,
that
girl.
clear. She ain't
just
the
saying.
one.
I'm just saying.
I got a whole
Because-
crew of beautiful people that you can maybe have.
I
some
just had to
time
let
with.
them
Who
know
knows?
because they're gonna be like, okay, wait, the girl sitting right next to her do lie, girl. You know, it's just the
Giving
disclaimer.
ideas and stuff, especially for those ones who don't seem
Just
to
not
get
for
the
the
social
studs.
cues. Like, no.
I only been with one tomboy. I'm good. That was enough. I'm good. I'm good. Like,
It's the hand gestures.
because
I'm
I
good. I'm good.
I had nothing else to say.
You ain't
I
think it was
mean-
gonna go how you went, huh?
I was like, maybe things went wrong before because they're feminine. I like feminine, right? But it went worse. That's all I got to say.
No comment.
Respectfully.
Right?
Man, oh man, oh man. So we freaking have the Iowa Music Awards coming up. And it's like, it doesn't feel like it's real right now. And I keep telling my husband, like, we gotta.
Only a few weeks away.
I know. And I keep telling him like we gotta measure ourselves so we can measure so we can get our outfits, right? The last 3 days we haven't done it because something comes up. Like the kids, somebody takes a nap, now it's the end of
You better call Nisha. That's who did mine.
Oh, for real, huh?
Did mine.
What are you gonna wear, Jerz?
I don't know. This is gonna be my first time wearing this suit.
Booted, baby.
It-
Hey, that's
It's
gonna be
definitely
so
gonna be my
dope.
first time wearing this suit. So
I gotta get your hair right.
for sure,
For
sure,
real.
Whip you up.
for sure.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking that too. We had a really special guest today. The biggest state, he was
Yeah.
here. And I was looking at his hair like, I wonder if I could braid his hair right now. If he would let me before he leaves, because he has the shorter dreads, but only on the top.
Locks.
So I was like, locks. You're right. So tell us about that. Tell us the
Locks.
difference.
Yeah, it's
Speak on it.
People get mad when you call them dreads. Like it's a difference. I don't know the difference.
That's the
So,
verbiage, like just how you're
yeah.
speaking on it is a more positive tone to call it
Mhm.
locks, but your hair's interlocking, so they're
Yes,
technically actually locks. Yeah.
So I actually just seen a post about it a few weeks ago. And I learned that the reason why it's not dreads is because like the word dread, what does it mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's
Same
not
as
positive,
mourning.
right?
Like
Yeah,
the
same as mourning.
Negative connotation.
It's a
right?
negative. So when you say it, those words that have, that's why I say grand rising instead of a good morning.
For sure.
Because it's like you're speaking that frequency, no
Mhm.
matter if you're trying to say it in the way you're saying it. So it's like you're projecting that your words are spells.
Yeah.
So then dreads is something about like the conquerors. I don't know how else to say, like the pilgrims or like the slave owners. And it's like,
Mhm.
so we're constantly just gonna dread our hair. We don't like our hair. So if we say locks, like what Kelly said, it's interlocked. So it's like
Locked in.
that's the truth. So why are we gonna speak negative on our hair? And I say our hair just because I'm a person of color. I know I got straight hair. But I say our hair because I include all of us, people of color, like all minorities, as one, and we're just different flavors of the pot.
Different
You know what I'm
flavors.
saying? Kelly also is a person of color. She just don't know what it like the label of it.
Native. I'm native and white.
Yeah, but there's other stuff. We need to do an ancestry.com on you. Did you know that?
Ancestry.com.
Did you know that about her? She's a mutt.
Me too. So.
Oh.
Hey.
So,
So what's your
Mixture.
yeah?
Black, Puerto Rican, Indian, and
What kind of Indian?
Native or
I don't
Indian?
know.
Like
My-
Eastern Indian or native?
I don't know. I gotta ask my grandma. My grandma.
But that's how they say it. You.
Okay.
More likely, it's probably native. But back then, even in the generation above us, they normalized calling it Indian. But it's like that now we're starting to actually like educate ourselves. So we're educating everyone and be like,
Mhm.
actually, it's not Indian. That's what the white man gave the natives. And I say
Mhm.
us too because I'm indigenous too. Like.
Indigenous.
So that's where the dreads verbiage comes from. We're just learning ourselves, learning our own not even nationality.
Heritage.
Yeah, we're learning our own heritage. So we're just educating people, but some people be mean when they educating other people. We're not that.
For sure.
We're here to break generational curses and learn.
Mm-hmm.
Man, oh man. So
Definitely.
like with music
Why you
too.
just
Oh,
walking in
shit.
like that?
I'm back.
That was aggressive.
I'm
Gang,
back.
gang.
Take that energy and
What's
turn
up?
it back around
I'm
and
back.
then come back in.
What's
She
up?
said-
That was
Squat.
aggressive.
It was aggressive.
Yes.
It was.
It was more like energetic.
You sure?
That's what you
It's
call it.
giving energetic. That's what I'm
It's
saying.
given.
It's giving
It's
energetic.
OMG. We were
Okay.
just talking about how
Heritage.
heritage and
Oh,
certain words could mean different things. So now it's like up to us as the next generation to get educated and to educate.
Forward.
That's
Hmm
good.
To
For sure.
educate forward.
Oh, I came into a deep session, huh? It was pretty deep.
Chopping it up,
That's
man.
lit.
I mean, right?
That was
Yeah.
quick. I'm
Chopping
telling
it
you.
up with who?
I'm sorry.
Chopping it up
With
with you. Chopping it up with me. Chopping it up on three. Hey, we got.
Let's get it.
Oh, I did not know nothing about that. I need to chime into that. I gotta
For
say.
sure. For
What'd you
sure.
think? What'd you think?
That's lit.
I just thought about it when I was
She
watching
did.
Catfish.
Catfish.
Oh my gosh. Let me actually tell you
Okay.
guys.
Who's knocking?
I have no idea.
Oh, I think it's silence. I hear it.
What?
Go away.
Go away. He said,
Shut the fuck up.
Hello.
I'm trying to record
hello,
something.
hello. It's okay.
What's
This
up,
is
boss?
the
Hi.
this is the podcast where we get a lot of interruptions, and we love it. I'm here for it. Are you here for it?
Just a little.
Oh wait, I'm all confused. Like, what happened?
Sorry.
Love you guys. Bye. So, Fudge. Okay, so talking about Catfish. Okay, I be watching Catfish a lot.
Would you do it? Would you?
I
catfish
almost
somebody?
did. No, not catfish somebody.
Oh, wow. Wait a minute. You had to let that question play out first.
For sure.
She answered a little too quick.
Fact.
I did. No, so what happened was.
Would you catfish somebody?
I would never catfish someone, but I think I've been catfished before.
Damn.
I think I don't know. Just to be funny, I use a ball head filter. Just to the
Ball head,
picture.
you funny.
Does that count as
You should
fully
start doing
catfishing?
that. I got a cough. Oh.
They're gonna be like, wait, who's who?
I don't know. I'm really big on trust, though.
Yeah, for real.
So check it out.
I can't trust you.
I'm
if
older
you
than
do
all y'all,
something like
right?
that. Yeah.
I think I'm older than y'all, right?
I don't know.
There's the right question.
I don't know.
You never.
I've never asked.
Are
a
you
woman
younger
how
than
old they are.
35?
Yeah.
You had to think really hard about that.
I'll be 27 October 16th.
You lying. bro. Why you lie like that in front of all these people? The world is watching.
The world.
The whole
we're,
world.
We're live on
Got the
YouTube. Remember that.
whole world
In his hands.
We got the whole world.
This is
Oh my
exclusive
gosh.
drop. Demetrius 31.
Oh.
31.
Yeah.
So yeah, I am 3 years older than him. So
Okay, bet.
About to be 2
So
years
I'm
old.
Oh,
older
yeah,
than
I do
y'all.
forget
Back
that.
in the day, we used to have what was called AOL.
No, I remember that.
AIM.
But the chat rooms, right?
AIM, yeah, AIM.
Yahoo, all that, right?
Yeah.
I used to
Yahoo.
go out there and pretend like I was a
But
grown
a
ass
couple years
man.
later, we had Skype.
What the? Wait, what the
I don't know.
hell?
Me and my friends thought it was funny.
Hold it.
They'd be like ASL. You remember what that was stood for?
Yes.
Age,
Yes.
sex, look,
We
or
need a
something like
kaboom.
that.
Uh-huh.
Button.
And then like we'd be like we're like 35, we're a man, and we lived in like Texas or something like. And people would try to have a conversation. We just in there laughing.
Oh
Like
my
group
god.
5 of us in there.
This is her.
Fucker.
That was old Kelly, okay? I'm just saying. Like that was
That's
the thing
what
back
we
in
were
the
talking
day.
about the other
We
day.
evolve.
Oh, that, yeah. All day, every day. I'm a new me,
Change.
even compared to yesterday.
Oh, facts, bro. We're
Big
evolving all the time. So, like, I called Catfish one
You
time.
called them?
Mhm.
That guy
it
looks
was
like he could
two.
be your like relative.
Who? Which one? Neve?
Knees. The
Show me him.
He's
The
the
taller one.
brunette.
tall, skinny one.
He's like, she's like, he looks like, bye. He could be my relative. No, so actually, when you call, you don't call Neve and Max. You call the headquarters,
I would
and then
hope not. That would be a lot of people
Yeah,
called
like-
personally.
then they figure out the story if it's even like worth it, and then they send you to Neve and Max, and then you do the show. So what happened was I was
What happened?
when okay, so fudge. After I had
She needs a fudge button.
yeah,
She needs a fudge
instead of
button.
so like I think it was after I had Zio, so he's 4 now. After I had Zio, I met somebody through my YouTube. So whenever people would comment, I would want to respond. And this girl was like, "Oh my gosh, like that's so crazy!" Like, cause during that time we had just broken up with a girl that went to the University of Iowa, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, I go to school there." I'm like, "Oh, that's so cool. That's so dope." Whatever. We were just friends at first, but then she started later on talking about like how she thinks she likes girls. So at this moment, me and Ricardo didn't have a girl. So we were talking, but also realizing like we haven't met yet. But I'm a flirt when it comes to girls. So I'm like, even if nothing happens, I just like doing it for fun. And so she was like, oh yeah, I realized. And girls have told me this too. And that's why some girls be feeling like they be the ones, like the only one that straight girls be like into. Because I've had it happen to me where like girls that didn't think they were into girls were into me. And they're like, you're like the only girl I would be into. When I would be like, that's cap. But I literally seen it. And it's when you like realize that sometimes people are just into people, not like, you know, the sexuality or whatever.
I can understand that.
The connection. And so that's kind of what it was with her. But then we would never meet up. So I was living in Iowa at the time. We ended up moving to Chicago. Tell me why. So like we had planned to meet in Iowa City, and the whole day she did not show up. She did not show up. I was like, yeah, maybe she's busy. She wasn't answering the phone. Maybe she's busy. She's a nurse. She's going to nursing school, and she's also a nurse. So she was going to like the next level to be a nurse, to be like I'm not sure like the technicality of it, but she was like, she already had her nurse degree, but she wanted to go higher. So then I was like, okay, whatever. I excused it because, you know, it'd be like that sometimes, but at least say something later on. But like we ended up going home, and then she was like, oh yeah, I was just busy since I was on call. Okay, whatever, cool. So tell me why when we moved to Chicago, she decided to have her birthday party out there. Doesn't it sound like the show? Already what I'm saying? She decided to have her birthday party out there. She's like, you're invited for sure. And I was like, bet. So looking back at this, I'm like, I was so stupid. So I gave her my address so that she could come pick me up, right? And then she never showed up. Then I told Ricardo, and he was like, why are you doing that? Like, now she knows where we live. You don't know who she really is, da-da-da-da-da. And, like, we FaceTimed before, but she never showed her full face. She showed me pictures and everything, too. So when she did, like, we had FaceTime before, but she showed me a corner of her face. It matched. The eyebrow and the forehead and the hair matched the pictures. So I wasn't that worried about it. But I still was like, okay, that is kind of weird, because why wouldn't you just show me your face? Because first of all, we were friends. It just went to started being something else. But she was also that open person that was like, she didn't care if I was talking to other girls because I would talk to her about it. So I was like, there's no real reason for you not to just show me your face. Like, I'm attracted to your personality. At this point, I really don't care what you look like, to be honest. But it was just like, I don't know. It was just so weird. So then I got to be with the one that we recently were with, but she knew all about this catfish, right? She knew all about this catfish, and I let her know that we were just friends because I entered a relationship with her. I'm like, we're just friends. But I did at one point have a thing with her, but obviously it didn't become something. So then all of a sudden, when I moved back to Iowa, now she's in Iowa, right? And I was like, oh, well, we're out at this restaurant. Like, you know, come through. Like, we're with some friends. And she was like, oh, bet, I'm going to go over there. Never came through. So I was like, okay. Now I'm with this new girl, right? Now you're making me sound stupid because now I'm trying to introduce you because now I got this really good friendship with you. But now you're just like showing me in front of the new girl that you're a phony. So I'm like, I'm so confused.
That's how I felt when we were out Saturday. But I've seen that person in person before, so I was like, I don't know why they're not linking right now. Like, this is just so weird. Like, why do they keep doing that? It's weird. Not even on no personal stuff. Like, we're supposed to link for, like, business stuff, but they just keep flaking. I was like, you're just making it so I don't want to work with you no more.
It is.
And as soon as you said that, I was like, bet. I am not going to communicate with this person.
Because I said it was a dude, right, that was trying to link up with us. I'm like, well, mainly her, but I was like, I think even though he's trying to sound friendly to you in business, I think since he's with his homies, he is trying to act like you trying to like chase him. So that's why he never showed up.
Don't nobody do that over here.
For real, like,
don't chase anything.
For real, this is to you,
fucker,
for not showing up.
For sure.
But so then I was getting tired of all that like flippy floppiness, right?
You have to. That's exhausting.
Yeah, and so like I just called Catfish, and she, oh my gosh, she was pissed. She was pissed. No, they called her. So what they do is they have to you present them the idea, whatever, right? Then they're like, okay, we're gonna call you back, we're gonna talk to our headquarters, to our team, and talk about it. And they thought it was interesting because I'm over here like, oh yeah, I'm poly, but this girl that I used to talk to, like, and now we're just friends. And they're like, oh my gosh, like, would you guys, if you meet her, would you want to become a fourth, or would you just be like friends? I'm like, honestly, it depends on meeting her, and then we can decide if we would even want to
ever actually meet her.
Yeah, like, then we would decide, because now I have to see with the third if she would even be open to it as well, you know, like it has to be a team thing. And then so they called back all excited, they're like, you have her number, yada yada. And I was like, bet. And they're like, but if you get on the show, you know you're gonna get paid for it too. I'm like, I am. Like, say less, right? And it's like, I mean, I was just willing to go on the show just to figure this stuff out. But now since you're talking money, all right, you know, it was before COVID. Sure. It would have helped out a lot. So So yeah, they called her, and then she ends up texting. Either she called me or texted me. I was like, how could you believe I'm a catfish? And I was like, bro, like, you really?
How do you not at this point like, see that you a whole catfish?
Yeah, like, that's all you really had to do. And it's like, I think about it, like, maybe one thing you could be hiding is that you're transgender. Okay, like, I at that time, I thought I could be with a transgender. But I think, like, as time goes on, it's like I've just realized it might not be a me thing. But it's also because it's like, well, if you're going to be in our relationship, my husband also has to like you, and he's not with that. Like, that's just not, you know, it's like boundaries, whatever, standards that people have. Nothing against that, obviously, because, like, LGBTQ, up in here. But, like, but it's like, okay, but we could still be friends. We could still be cool, right? So it's just like, what would you really have to say? Like, you, like, have a family? I have a family, too. Like, there's nothing really you could, like, say that I wouldn't want to be cool with you. But it was just weird. So ever since then, I just cut her off. And I was like, damn. Now I be watching Catfish, like, what would have happened?
For
like,
sure.
That would be such a good story, like, to have on there. And I don't know. And especially now that I'm not even in the relationship. Actually, she was helping me. Now that I think about it, she was helping me figure things out with the ex and was telling me that I should have just listened to people. Continue. You know, like, we never listen.
No, we're in it because it's like a bunch of different psychological aspects.
Yeah.
It's like we have to see it for ourselves. I just watched Casper. As an adult.
The Friendly Ghost?
Yeah.
I
used to watch it probably back to back as a kid, right? But I'm just, like, speaking on perspectives. It's crazy because I watched it with my kids this morning. And as we're watching it, I'm watching it from my adult perspective. And I was like, dude, this looks so different. And I'm catching all these different little things that, as an artist or a creative now, it's like, I'm looking at it from that perspective and how they designed it, how they created, and watching these little kids actually act and maneuver themselves. It's like, if they can do it, I can do it. If they can avoid looking at the camera, I can avoid looking at the camera. You know what I'm saying? Little things like that. But no, Casper made this comment, and I was like, as an adult looking back, I was like, damn, I didn't catch none of this as a kid.
For real. That's so true. That's how I watch cartoons now.
I swear, right? See, I never thought about that because I really don't even watch TV anymore. My kids talked me into these movies this morning. I was like, thank God, because I needed it. It was sweet. But Casper made this comment, and it was like the main part of the movie that, like, really caught my attention. And he says, she goes, what are you made of? And he goes, I think I'm made of that tingly sensation when your foot comes back alive when it dies, or something in that aspect of, like, conversation, right? So he says that, and I was just like, it just clicked. It was one of those moments where I was like, damn, he just said he's energy.
Yeah.
I was like, that is so dope.
Goodness.
I was like, I love it. But it makes so much sense. And I was like, on a molecular level, like, I was thinking about how the cold affects you, how the heat affects you, how the ocean waves are affected by the moon, how we are water, like, all these correlations, and even down to the molecular level, how we are just, like, really deep.
No, for real.
We are energy. I love it.
Oh my gosh, man.
But
that
yeah.
is so true.
We are energy, and the fact that we are affected by so many different things. Like you mentioned pressure, but that was like a communication pressure. But like pressure in general does take a huge toll on us as humans. Like our organic being like is so affected by pressure systems, whether it's, you know, negative or positive. And that can come in any form or fashion.
For sure.
Sorry, I just like went really deep on y'all.
Man, no, I love that because I be thinking about that all the time. I'm like, do you realize, like, not only are we like built up like energy molecular things, just like very, very, very compact.
Yeah.
Walking, I literally think of us like as a plant. Like, have you seen those little cartoons where they get out of the ground and they start walking?
Yeah.
I think of us like that.
We are
like,
organic beings.
Our legs are our roots because they don't really have any other, like, if you think about it, they have no other function besides like walking. You know what I mean?
If you look at it, so, okay. If you look at your feet, the bottom of your feet, the way that your nervous system is set up, it is literally the buttons that you would push on the computer to communicate with the rest of the body of the whatever the computer is controlling.
Like the pressure points.
So if you have like calloused up feet, right? Like you're blocking those communication points. So if you exfoliate your feet and then now they're open to the communication, but let's say you're walking on pebbles. Those pebbles are communicating with your body.
Oh my gosh, yes.
The sand you walk on, the dirt you walk on, it hits different pressure points in your foot, which communicates with your body to now detox in those areas. We don't walk barefoot often enough for our bodies to really detox, so we are actually really just full of toxins.
Man, for real, that is so true.
You know those like foot, what do you call them? Masks that you can do.
Oh, for real.
They pull out a ton of toxins out the bottom of your feet. But if you were to ground, it naturally does that.
That is true.
The electromagnetic like field that is within the dirt and the earth, it pulls out what we're not supposed to hold on to.
That's why we have to get grounded. And that makes me think about like maybe that's where the term came from when we ground our kids.
Yeah,
because it's like
they
you need
that
time.
moment to just like chill out, center yourself, come back into who you're supposed to be in this world. But
go meditate.
For real. Go walk outside in the dirt with your feet bare. Like people get so mad at their kids for having their feet in the dirt, and it's like whole time they should be doing that to maintain. We wear rubber soles to keep us grounded, but it doesn't actually help.
It's to protect our feet,
opposite.
but it's actually like you said.
It's doing the exact opposite. Because what does rubber do? Disconnect.
Just like electricity.
Not to get TMI, but what does rubber do?
Protect.
You feel me? So it's actually blocking you from taking on. It blocks you from taking on that connection though. Too.
Sure.
That is true because it makes me think of electricity, right? We have to put rubber in order to not transmit the electricity.
Because we are conductors.
Because we are
between 60-65% water.
Right,
we are
we're
conductors.
Water and
but that's
we're
why I said the moon affects us. So like when the moon is going through its fluctuations, whether it's full moon, new moon, whatever, it affects the Earth's waves, right? It either makes them choppier or it makes them like chiller. That is the same. That is the same thing that it's doing to us. So on the full moon, you look outside into the ocean, and I guarantee you it's probably choppy. But that's why my metaphor for everybody when it comes to healing in this self-love journey is to really focus in on making sure you're floating. Because if you let the choppy waters in, it's gonna drown you. It's gonna bring you down.
That's
for
deep.
real. Hey, see, I mean, we told you it got deep up in here.
Pause.
Oh my gosh, man. See, that's also why I love quiet people, and that's probably why. I mean, you like being quiet because you rather hear other people talk, and I like to talk. Not saying I don't like hearing people talk, because I do. I like communicating. But at the same time, it's like if somebody's quiet, they're just gonna let us like go deep.
Pause.
Jerz, you're supposed to be the guest on here. You got us talking.
Talk to me.
What do you have to say to all of that besides it's deep?
He's got ad libs for days.
For sure.
No, this dude, for real, is like, we're talking like in regular conversation. All the memes come out. I swear. If you need a meme, go to Jerz.
For sure.
We need you to make freaking the T1 memes, man.
I got y'all.
We could team up and make T1 memes for real.
Squat.
Gang.
See? What did you say earlier when we were
Let's
coming
get
in here? Yeah, let's get it. What did you say? I can't remember.
Me
But
and
it's
him.
because him, like, he always be saying freaking random, like, memes, and I just laugh. That's also why I love quiet people, because it's like, if you listen to quiet people,
We funny.
y'all hilarious.
I'm
Like,
not funny.
We
Hilarious.
comedians for real.
no, not that
Oh.
funny.
Nah,
Not
I
that
don't
funny.
know what
Not
that
them
was.
either. What? Whoa.
That was a lot in the ears.
That was deep.
Oh my goodness. Look at this one's funny.
What the hell?
That's a motorboat.
It's called motorboat. It's called motorboat. Oh my gosh,
Not a
I'm
motorboat.
dead. For real.
Oh gosh.
Damn, I can't believe it. We're already almost an hour. This
Yeah.
went by pretty fast.
It always does.
I
'cause
love
we just be
it.
having fun chopping it up with.
Chopping it up with you. Chopping it up with me. Chopping it up. Hey, hey. Okay, so we're going to wrap it up right here. You know, wrong one. We're going to wrap it up. You know,
Not a
since we were
yawn.
talking about protection, since we were talking about, shoot.
Deep.
If there's anything you guys want us to talk about with whoever, you know, this was just a random one because Jerz is random. Jerz is quiet. Jerz is, you know, with it. He's
I'm
going with the
Jerz.
flow.
But nah, y'all gonna hear more of me though. So,
Oh, I love
for
that.
sure. Got
Be
some-
on the lookout for their own podcast.
Oh yeah, for sure. We trying to work on the conversation with the beds.
Ooh, that's gonna be dope. It's gonna be Lamel's perspective of anything. So get with it.
I'm gonna be quiet on there too, but I'm gonna chime in though.
For real. So thank you guys for all chiming in to chopping it up with all you guys. And we're gonna go live more often, so you guys can actually chime in and ask questions in the live to whoever. You guys could literally chop it up with us. That's why I changed it to chop it up with choppies to chop it up, because everybody's inclusive. Just like Get Motivated with me, because everybody is included. When I go up, everybody goes up. And I love that that's also T1 slogan. So it's freaking amazing that I just found this team, this amazing team that we're just all inclusive. Hey, get it, Jerz. Get it, Jerz. Get it, Jerz.
You
All
late.
right, we out.
You late?
Get it, Jerz. We
Get it,
out,
Jerz.
Meech. We out,
it,
Meech.
Jerz.
Any
We
last
out.
words?
We out. We out. Thanks for coming. Chopping it with Chop and Kel Bells. It's going down.
Kelly Boo.